Look, so this morning I just wanted to quickly run through two stocks in particular. First one is on a very interesting drug developer called Antisense Therapeutics. We've followed this one closely for a while now, but initiated last week with a speculative buy recommendation. This one's focused on the Duchenne's muscular dystrophy, or DMD for short. For those who haven't heard of this company before, or even really what DMD is, genetic muscle wastage disease, which affects the Y chromosome. So that means it only affects boys and typically have a maximum life expectancy into their 20s. So what ANP's drug aims to treat is the inflammation aspect of the disease, which amongst other things contributes towards an accelerated wastage of the functional muscle mass in these guys. So as the company name suggests, the drug is an antisense therapeutic, which in other words just means a gene expression silencer and stops the production of certain proteins, which in the case of ANP's target causes severe inflammation. So looking back to the phase 2A data produced early to mid last year, what we really liked, aside from the safety and strength data, was also really the blood work. It showed a clear reduction of these particular proteins during the treatment phase, and then shortly back up to pre-dosing levels, so indicating a clear drug effect. The trial was small and open label compared against a natural history data set, but going forward, they're kicking off a phase 2B trial over in Europe. So at this stage, it's looking to be around 105 patients on a 35-35-35 split with placebo, 25 milligram arm, which is the same dose as their phase 2A. And then a higher unspecified dose level. The kicker about this one, though, is that they'll most likely not require a phase 3 trial and likely to receive conditional approval and commence commercialisation plans shortly thereafter. So looking at the short term for catalysts, we've got the EMA feedback on the final trial design sometime, probably in the next couple of weeks. Some new indications from its animal models. And then the trial commencement towards the end of calendar year 2021. Look, with all these types of companies, they're certainly not without risk and will likely only appeal to those with high risk profiles or maybe an ESG angle. But given the data we've seen, we think it's got a pretty good shot at success and a few shots on goals with 2 drugs across 3 indications. And we definitely rate this one as one of the top plays in the small cap healthcare space. So our risk valuation is 38 cents, which is around 80% upside to close as of Friday, fully de-risked. Upside is much higher again over the long term to $1.82. So that's just as we relax our risk factors around trial risk and jurisdictional approvals. So following on from that, there was some late news out. News out late Friday from one of ANP's comps in the US called Sarepta, which is now a $7 billion company after shares halved, as the company came out with further clinical data and failing to meet significance in one of its primary endpoints for its lead product. This one is a pure gene therapy play, actually targeting the underlying genetic cause for the dystrophin loss. So this one's a major blow to the company and gene therapy in general. Probably not a death blow, but a few questions being thrown around now about what they'll do with their $2 billion of cash sitting in the bank to de-risk or possibly diversify a little bit. So anyways, looks like there was some good interest in the stock on Friday and around 60%. So that's the ticker code ANP, which is N for Nelly, and an initial target price of 38 cents. So, and then finally, just really quickly on another stock called Neuren. This one's the ticker code NEU. It's about $160 million market cap. Similar space, but instead this one's focused on the central nervous system with 2 drugs to treat a variety of rare diseases. We shot out a quick desk note on this one again on Thursday last week, just outlining what it does and its clinical progress. Obviously no target price on this one, but again, worth a look for advisors who like this space. This one has a number of major catalysts coming this year, including safety data in the next couple of weeks. For 3 new indications, with a phase 2 trial starting across all 3 later this year. And then the big kahuna being the readout for its phase 3 trial in the second half, which, if successful, will likely trigger milestone payments from its $9 billion US-based partner, Acadia.